What's up YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson back once again here from Central North Carolina. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for yet another video here in my lawn, where we have, for those that may be visiting for the very first time this channel, we've got GCI turf type tall fescue lawn here in Central North Carolina. I'm located just 20 or 30 miles north of Raleigh in that area. And of course, if you guys watch, you know that GCI turf is a North Carolina product from Pete Denny, who runs GCI Turf over in the Reedsville area. He's about probably an hour and a half, 2 hours away from me west. So he's out in the western part of the state. But thank you for tuning in. Today we are talking a little bit more about our fescue. The last couple videos we've shown the updates where we put our first application of fertilizer down. And as I look at it now, it actually looks pretty dark with the clouds that are over. It's got like it's kind of weird. We did the 30-00 from GCI Turf, and it's a phenomenal fertilizer. Great for urea. It's 20% urea or 10% ammoniacal. But it is, it's like dark, but then when it's kind of sunny and bright, it's not dark. It's like a more, I don't know, it's like a halfway between that lime green and the dark green. It's like a half. Like sometimes when it's cloudy, it looks dark. When it's not cloudy, it doesn't look dark. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. We also have sprayed, and I just took my glasses off so I can look at it. I want to give you guys a before and after of this video. But anyways, we also did Velocity PM, which is a herbicide, which is not too old. It's a pretty new product. And it came out, which is supposed to be able to tackle Poa trivialis and Poa annua in a fescue lawn. And if you have fescue, you know that we have a cool season lawn with fescue, and obviously trying to target cool season nuisance weeds like triv and Poa annua. That is difficult. And so we've done our first application of Velocity PM. And today, when I'm filming this, is on Friday. So it's been one full week that we've done that. We've got one more week. So next Friday, we'll be doing the second application. And then we're going to really start evaluating Velocity PM to see, does it take out our Poa annua? Does it take out our Poa triv? And what are the results? So far, we've seen a little bit of damage to those weeds. We'll give you another update next week. You're probably watching this on Monday, so we'll give you an update either on Wednesday and Friday about, right before we do our second application. So today's video, we're actually going to do a little bit more of fertilizing since we're here in spring. That's why we were talking about this. So we actually want to darken up the lawn. I want to darken it up. It's not growing super fast with the last application, so that's credit. If you don't like to mow all the time, work-wise, then that's a credit to the GCI small Pril 30-00 granular fertilizer. Today, we're hoping that this application is not going to cause major growth either, although we want to just throw out there, obviously, mowing your lawn multiple times a week is good for the lawn. It thickens it up. If you have a very thin lawn, mow more often. It's going to thicken it up. When we keep chopping up top, it tells the roots to grow deeper. It thickens up the plant, and your lawn's going to look better the more you mow. But many of us, I'm learning as I get older, I don't want to mow all the time. I'd rather go play golf. I don't have the time. I'm not at home as much, or I don't want to get out here and push mow as often as I used to. But if you got a riding lawnmower, or you want it to look the best it can, mow more often. And so if you're putting down a lot of fert, we want to be aware of what that can do. Number one, we talked about it. If you go overboard with fertilizing and go really hard at it, well, spring is the time to do it. Spring and fall, to be honest with you. That's the two times for our fescue lawn. Obviously, early spring being better to put that big shot of nitrogen into the lawn because we're in favorable temperatures. When we get towards late spring and we're starting to cross into summer, which could be super early here in North Carolina, we don't want to go heavy with nitrogen because, number one, we tend to struggle with rainfall here in North Carolina. And then when you got a lot of nitrogen, that can cause a lot of die-off and problems. So also being susceptible to fungus when when the temperatures start to rise. But right now in early spring, we can hit it with some nitrogen. So I asked in a previous video, hey, do y'all want to see more of the 30-00, or do we want to go another route and do a liquid fertilizer? And I heard from a couple people, not many, and so I agree with those couple people. It's what I wanted to do. We're going to do this guy today. We're going to do a different route. We're going to go with the 700 Green Effect. Let's do a thumbnail real fast. There we go. There's my thumbnail. I'll copy that later. But next, product. I love this. Ever since I first used it, I love this product. And you guys that watch continuously know that. It is a iron, slow growth, dark green fertilizer. Not heavy on the nitrogen. It's only got 7%, but it has 6% iron in it. And the iron is definitely going to darken the lawn. So if you're looking at just, I want to darken it up, but I don't want a lot of growth, this is definitely a great option for you. So if you're interested, we'll have a link to this in the description below. And just by the way, this is like a huge, I want to say this is like 2 gallons. Actually, let me look, 2.5 gallons, excuse me. But the links below sometimes are only for a gallon. So you don't have to buy 2.5 gallons. You can buy a gallon, try it out. If you got a big property, maybe you want 2.5, maybe you want 2.5s. I don't know, but we'll leave those links in the description of the video if you want to check that out. So just going back to the label, because I always want to read that on camera and talk about it. Number one, 7%. This is straight urea nitrogen. So it's immediately going to get absorbed into the plant. And previously on the label, I remember last fall when we did this, I always would spray this, walk away. You get that iron smell in your lawn. Unfortunately, I get that penny copper metal iron smell in your hands. So I've got my rubber gloves. I try not to touch any of it because I hate that smell. It lingers all evening and I hate it. But it is, when I spray it, you can walk away and within hours, you see a color change in your fescue. Not using it on Bermuda, not using it on anything else, but I know that from experience. And I did notice that it did say, previously, it says, note, water lawn for 5 minutes after application for best results. I've never watered it in and I've seen great results. So perhaps, and I'm not going to water it in today, but if you do it before a rain shower or before you throw your sprinklers out, perhaps it'll work even better. But I've always done it and just let it be absorbed in the foliage and it's done just fine. So on the back, it actually says apply at a rate of 8 ounces per 1,000 every 2 to 4 weeks when turf is actively growing. And then backpack pump sprayer, mix 8 ounces, same thing. Hose in sprayer, 2 ounces. And we're obviously using a, you may not be able to see it, but we got our Typhoon backpack sprayer over here. So we're going to be using that and spraying. I'm not going to go 8 ounces. I'll probably go about 5 ounces per 1,000. So we're not really going heavy with this 8 ounces. We're just trying to add to it and then we'll evaluate from there. The one thing I will say is I don't like it when I push this product with the 6% iron. When I push that too much iron, it gets that grayish blue color and it doesn't look good. There's a method to the madness. So at most, I would say don't try to push it to 10 ounces per 1,000 because it doesn't make it look better. That 6% iron actually, to me, makes it look worse. And then it takes a little bit of time for it to get out of the system of the plant. So don't push it too hard. That's just what I've seen from using this product. So without further ado, I will just, I'm going to mix this and do this probably after I talk here. I don't want to blab and bore you to death. Trying to do this is difficult because right now it's sunny, or right now the sun is in the sky to my left and it's cloudy. But when I try to show you what it looks like right now, I will come back and overlay it and you'll be like, what's the difference? So we're doing this we're doing this right now. This is what the backyard is looking like right now, around 4:30, 4:45. So I'll probably come back and do another filming of the backyard, leave the camera right here and come back and just do a quick back and forth sweep of the lawn just like this and try to show you what it looks like in about 2 hours after I spray it. So, but I want to try to do it. It's very difficult to do a before and after, but I'm going to try to do that and show you that yes, within 2 hours after spraying this product, it can quickly, that iron gets absorbed up and it looks really good. And by morning, it definitely will be a noticeable difference. And so basically same thing. We're in early March. As you see me spraying, I may have to stop. I don't know, but it is windy out here. So it's constantly windy every day. So if you're waiting on the wind to go away, at this time in North Carolina, the wind is not going away. It's windy everywhere we go. And we just have to stop, let the gust go down, and then continue with our spray. But keep it low to the ground. Again, you don't want to overlap too heavily because then you can have lines in your yard, you know, where it doubles in certain areas of your lawn and you'll have these lines from spraying. So you want to try to avoid overlapping heavily, especially with something that's going to change the color of your turf. So keep that in mind. I will return here momentarily and show you the clip of afterwards. And so let's do that reveal right now. All right, guys, so it's been 1 hour. 1 hour. It's not even been 2 hours. And The clouds just keep rolling in, so we might have shorter daylight than typical, but this is 1 hour later. To my eye, walking out here, it absolutely looks darker already. I don't know that the camera will put that off to show you, but hopefully I can do my best to show you the clip before and then kind of blend in this one right here. So it works. I mean, it absolutely works. That urea, it's just incredible how fast that urea spray, you know, absorbs into the plant. It's like it's just craving it. And with these warmer temps that we're going to have the next several days, we're going to be in prime fertilizer season. Not too hot, not too cold, 70s, you know, dipping down to the upper 60s sometime next week. But man, it's looking very fertilized and beautiful now. So God bless you guys. I hope you have a great week. Hope your lawn is looking as well as this one is back here, at least with less POA in the back here. We'll work on some velocity coming soon, so check back in soon. We'll see you next time. God bless.